The Great Pyramid of Giza. Perched on the Giza Plateau, the Great Pyramid of Khufu is the eldest and sole survivor of the original seven. Constructed around 2560 BCE during Egypt's 4th dynasty, it was known as Iket, or Glorious Light, believed to launch Pharaoh Khufu's soul toward the heavens. Rising originally to 481 feet, its base spanned over 13 acres, aligned with extraordinary precision to the cardinal points. Each of the more than 2 million blocks, some weighing up to 15 tons, were quarried from nearby Tura and Aswan, then hoisted using earthen ramps and copper tools fashioned by skilled craftsmen. Recent studies of worker villages and papyri fragments reveal teams of seasonal laborers, nourished by bread, beer, and generous wages, debunking the myth of slave labor. Inside, a labyrinth of passages and chambers culminates in the king's chamber, its roof sealed by massive granite beams. Acoustic researchers have documented uncanny resonances within these rooms, sparking theories that they served ritual, astronomical, or symbolic functions beyond mere burial. The pyramid's casing stones gleamed like polished ivory under Egypt's relentless sun, earning it the ancients' reverence as a cosmic beacon. For nearly 4 millennia, it held the title of tallest man-made structure, a testament to advanced geometry and faith in the afterlife. Though time stripped away its outer casing, today the rust-colored cores reveal the original engineering brilliance. Standing beneath its shadow in sunset glow, one cannot help but feel connected to the hands that shaped this stairway to eternity. Close your eyes and picture a verdant cliff suspended above a tawny plain. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, reputedly built around 600 BCE by King Nebuchadnezzar II for Queen Amytis, recreated her native Median highlands in Mesopotamia's arid heart. Ancient Greek historians described a tiered paradise with stone vaults supporting lush terraces, watered by ingenious pumps lifting Euphrates water along hidden channels. Archaeologists hypothesize early screw pumps or chain and bucket systems powering by animal or human labor. Exotic flora, date palms, vines, flowering shrubs spilled over parapets, creating an amphitheater of fragrance and color that seemed to defy gravity. Yet modern excavations in Babylon have uncovered no definitive ruins, leading some scholars to propose that these gardens may have flourished in Nineveh, where Assyrian texts describe similar royal terraces. Whether myth, mistranslation, or marvel lost to time, the Hanging Gardens symbolize humankind's yearning to tame nature and conjure paradise. Even if they existed only in travelers' tales, their legacy endures in every rooftop farm and green wall across our modern cities. Journey west to the Ionian coast, where Ephesus's Temple of Artemis rose around 550 BCE under Lydian king Croesus's patronage. Carved entirely from marble, it was 4 times larger than the Parthenon, its 127 Ionic columns stretching 60 feet into the sky. Each column was crowned with intricately carved volutes and acanthus leaves that glinted in sunlight, reflecting the wealth and piety of its builders. Within its colonnades stood the cult statue, an enigmatic wooden figure possibly overlaid in gold and ivory, representing Artemis's dual nature as huntress and fertility goddess. Pilgrims flocked to Ephesus, recording miracles and leaving votive offerings to secure divine favor. The Greek poet Antipater of Sidon famously declared that no human sight rivaled this temple's grandeur apart from Olympus itself. In 356 BCE, a perfidious arsonist named Herostratus set the sanctuary ablaze, seeking infamy. Ironically, his name survives history far more than most criminals. On that same mythic night, Alexander the Great was born. Some ancient chroniclers saw portents of their intertwined destinies. Rebuilt in even grander style, the temple endured until Gothic invaders sacked it in 262 CE. Today, a lone reconstructed column stands sentinel amid olive groves, a silent fragment of marble echoing lost glory. Set foot in Olympia, birthplace of the Olympic Games, and you'd have entered a sanctuary crowned by Phidias's masterpiece, the statue of Zeus, completed around 435 BCE. Towering over 40 feet within the Temple of Zeus, it combined ivory and gold panels draped over a wooden frame, portraying the god enthroned on ebony and gold-adorned throne. His right hand held Nike, the personification of victory. His left gripped a scepter topped by an eagle, both symbols of divine rule. Visitors recounted shivers of awe as incense smoke drifted, light glinting off golden flesh, making Zeus appear alive. Ancient writer Strabo claimed the statue's head nearly touched the ceiling, amplifying its divine scale. For centuries, pilgrims and athletes made offerings at its feet, believing the sight of the god would grant them honor and victory. After the rise of Christianity, the statue was transported to Constantinople, where it likely perished in a 5th century fire. Only fragments of its ivory and small replicas remain, scattered across museums and private collections. Yet through literary descriptions and archaeological clues, Phidias's vision lives on as a testament to ancient craftsmanship and the human impulse to render the divine in marble and metal. Perched above Halicarnassus's azure waters stood the Mausoleum of King Mausolus and Queen Artemisia II, completed around 350 BCE. This funerary monument blended Greek symmetry, Egyptian grandeur, and Lycian artistry, rising almost 150 feet on a vast rectangular podium. 4 sculptors, Scopas, Bryaxis, Timotheus, and Leocharis, carved relief friezes depicting battle scenes, court ceremonies, and mythic chariots, each panel vibrating with lifelike motion. Above these sculptures rose a colonnade supporting a stepped pyramid roof, which in turn crowned a marble quadriga, the regal couple riding a 4-horse chariot. The sheer integration of multiple artistic schools made the mausoleum a singular marvel, giving its name to all subsequent monumental tombs. Legend holds that Artemisia, consumed by grief, mixed her late husband's ashes into her wine, tying her spirit to his forever. When she died, their ashes were interred side by side, sealing a bond that eventime could not sever. Earthquakes and pillagers reduced the structure to rubble, and crusaders repurposed its stones for Bodrum Castle. Today, surviving sculptures in the British Museum and Bodrum Archaeology Museum evoke its former grandeur, inviting us to piece together a monument once hailed as the 8th wonder. On Rhodes's harbour entrance, the Colossus of Helios stood sentinel from around 280 BCE until a devastating earthquake toppled it in 226 BCE. Crafted by Charis of Lindos, this bronze giant soared nearly 100 feet, rivaling modern statues in scale. Built from iron and bronze plates over a stone core, its construction spanned 12 years, funded by war indemnities paid by fleeing invaders. Ancient writers offer varying accounts of its stance. Some imagine ships drifting between its legs. Others believe it rose beside the harbor, Helios's gaze fixed on the sea. In sunlight, its polished bronze gleamed like molten gold, a symbol of Rhodes's resilience and divine favor. For 56 years, it dominated the skyline until seismic forces brought down its colossus form. Rhodes's citizens refused to rebuild, honoring an oracle's warning that the unrestored statue brought peace. The ruins lay on the ground for centuries, so massive that Arab traders needed 900 camels to haul away scraps of bronze. Today, only coins and travelers' sketches preserve its memory, testifying to a human quest to create a monument as mighty as the sun god himself. Finally, sail to the bustling harbor of Alexandria, where the pharaoh's lighthouse guided mariners for over 15 centuries. Commissioned by Ptolemy I and completed under Ptolemy II around 280 BCE, it soared an estimated 350 feet across 3 tiers: a square base, an octagonal mid-level, and a circular beacon tower crowned by a statue of Zeus or Poseidon. Its summit housed a roaring fire whose flames were reflected through polished bronze mirrors, casting guiding beams miles out to sea. Beyond its navigational role, the pharaohs embodied Hellenistic fusion of art, engineering, and scientific inquiry, becoming the archetype for all lighthouses that followed. A succession of earthquakes between the 10th and 14th centuries brought it low, and its stones slipped beneath Alexandria's salty waters. Modern divers explored these submerged ruins, uncovering massive masonry blocks and sculpted reliefs. Though silent and sunken, the pharaohs still illuminates our understanding of how ancient societies harnessed light, stone, and invention to tame the chaos of the seas. 7 monuments, 7 chapters of human ambition, from the sands of Giza to the shores of Rhodes. These wonders remind us that across millennia, we have sought to reach beyond our daily lives, to touch the divine or immortalize our names in stone and metal. Though time has taken its toll, earthquakes crumble columns, sands swallow cities, the power of these sites endures in texts, ruins, and the imagination.